Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm. Good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And we have bright lights in the morning. Thank you very much to Lauren's technological prowess. And here,
YouTube.
YouTube always helps. And here we are today with our bars on the wall. Maybe you have your chair by your side. Get those slippers on the feet. And Lauren will start with the foot warm-up. Balance, strength, grace, all the things that Lauren exemplifies. Let's take it away here.
Let's start our warm-up using our bar. So get near something that's stable for your balance. From here, let's just gently sit into this, pressing our knees towards over our toes. And then extend those hips, pushing out, growing tall, squeezing the cheeks, growing up. Repeat again, knees towards over the toes. Now let's find a light balance on the toes, trying to stay the same height. Then heels will come back down, press and extend to tall. This time, let's find a light rise. While we're up here, a little bit different, can we transfer weight onto a single leg, point, and gently allow the toes to roll over on one of the legs. Then get back to the demi point, push into that foot that you just rolled over, and gently try to roll over the toes on the other leg. Coming back to the demi point, keep the knees straight as the heels come down. We'll repeat the same positions from first. So gently turning out, knees towards over toes, keeping the shoulders stacked over top of the hips, and pressing to tall. Pulling together, knees towards over toes, and then pressing to tall. Let's find that first balance up, and then control the down. We'll do knees over toes. We'll press to the demi point, staying the same height, and then we'll drive out of it, and let's hold up here. This is going to be a little harder. You're going to have to shift your weight over into the single leg. Get to the pointy point toe, and then could you even allow it to roll over the toe? Then get back to point, demi. Try the same thing on the other side. Transfer that weight. Point. The knee will bend as you roll over the toes, and then come back to the demi point with straight legs, heels descend. Let's bring those feet back to parallel, shake it out, and do a little forward fold, and even a first plank. Tucking our chin, we'll roll ourselves forward. As per usual, imagine bending all and rounding all those vertebrae, trying not to push your hips back as you do this. Rolling forward, that weight more on the balls and the toes, but the heels are still down. Take a breath, hang out. Try to straighten those knees a little bit more. And then rebend, and let's walk ourselves out to our first high plank. Let's just get all systems fired up here. So those hands are gripping the floor. The shoulders are packed, the hips are scooped under, and the butts are squeezed. Lightly just pulling the hands towards the feet, bracing the core and still breathing for 3, 2. Then we'll tilt the tailbone to the ceiling, lift the hips up, and slowly walk the hands back towards the feet. Stacking yourself up to tall, using the muscles on the front and the back of the core to get back up. One more quick feet for me. We'll have our feet in first, and then we'll point a single leg out and toe ball heel land. We're in our second position. We'll pull ourselves down or plie knees towards over toes and press to tall, extending those hips forward. Repeat, pull yourself down. Here, we'll press to tall and find a rise. Pushing up. Could you find a balance for 3, 2, then the heels will come back down. One more move, knees towards over toes. This time, find that rise. Then press through the floor to grow up. Keep those hips extended, heels come down. Let's transfer weight to that inside leg and point to close. We'll do one more fold out here. This time, that telescope, so that heart chest leads forward. Nice long spine. And then we'll end up rounding from the top to the bottom and hang out. Let's walk ourselves back out. This time, let's dial up the intensity of that plank a little bit more. Here we go, scooping the hips. Right hand pulls to the right hip without moving. Hold, 3, 2. Now left hand pulls to left hip without moving. 3, 2. Now right hand and left, right hip and right, left hand and left hip and pull, 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 pull. Railroad tracks for 3, 2. Then tipping the tailbone to the sky, lifting the hips up. Slowly walking the hands back or the feet in. And again, stack yourself up to tall. Tall. Nice.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
From here, let's return to the bar and work on the tendus. So with those feet in that first position, arm first, side, hip, your call. Tendu, a flat foot to the front. Follow with that demi point, and then lastly with the toes. Then pull the toes, the flat foot, and extend that hip through. Reach to the side, same thing, a flat foot. Then that demi point, followed by the toe point. Pull into the ground, adducting that leg back to center. Straight leg out the back, toes next, then finish with the toe point. Then pull back underneath. To complete en croix, we'll go out to the side, balls of feet, then toe point, and then pull back in. Continue to pull, find that first balance for today, coup de pied. The knee is side, the hips are forward. Test that flat foot balance with or without that bar, and return to your first position. Turn around. Soutenu, Haya, same thing on the other side. So from first position, tendu front, flat foot, demi, point. Then pull back, pressing those hips forward. Flat foot to the side, demi point next, finish with the toes, pull underneath, and then to the back with a flat foot, to that demi point, and toes to finish, pull back underneath, and flat foot to the side, toes finishing, popping those elastics off those shoes, and then pull in, and then continue to pull to the ankle position. Point those toes, it's the knee side, it's those hips through, with or without that bar, hold, and return to your first position. We'll switch yet again. Turn yourself around, and this time, let's work on our dégages, front side, back side, once around, twice around, and then 3 times around. Ready to go, Lauren?
Ready, Freddie.
Dégagé. Off the floor, first, second, first, to the back, and side. Now 2 to the front, and front, side, and side, back with straight legs, and back, side, and side. Now 3 to the front, and front, and front, and side, and side, and side. Now back, back, right to first, then back, and now side, 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 pull in, find the ankle. Now, use the bar, or not, find that demi point rise. Hold for 4 seconds, test yourself with that balance aid, and then return to that first position. Hop, skips, and jumps around. We'll do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, and then 3 dégages en croix. Front, first, side, first, back, and side. Front, and first. Ooh, that's good, Lauren. Side, and side, back, and back. Side, side. Now it's those 3 to the front. 1, 2, and 3. Now 3 to the side, and 2, and 1, and back, and back, and back. And lastly, to the side for 1 more, and then pull in, coup de pied balance at that ankle, demi point rise, hold for 4, 3, 2, and then find that first position. Back to Lauren for the core.
Excellent. We're going to spice it up today and do some side planks.
Ooh.
So let's fold ourselves down, chin tuck, rolling forward. Take your time. Come on down. Once you're down here, we'll walk ourselves out and just come on down, knees to the floor and then to the side. Right now, we have our elbow underneath our shoulder. Our knees are in line somewhat with our hips underneath and our shoulder packed. We're going to first take that top arm and gently place it on those bottom ribs, obliques. And from here, without the hip leaving the floor, be slouchy and then pull away and start feeling those bottom ab obliques engage. And then lightly relax. And now let's do that again, pulling away from the floor. And if you'd like to add on, pull so much that those hips leave the floor. As the hips leave the floor, they're still pushing forward. We're feeling that bottom side working, and we're holding and we're breathing for 4, 3, 2, and then those hips will come down, and then controlled relax. Let's spin ourselves around and do the same thing as nice spinning.
Awesome.
On the other side. So again, that elbow underneath the shoulder, packed. Then take that top arm and feel that pull away from the floor and that side body engagement, and then relax. And this time we'll pull first the upper body away, and then we'll keep pulling those hips up and keep pressing those hips forward and holding and breathing. And imagine you have that sky hook and it's pulling you up to the sky for 4, 3, 2, soft landing. Either push up, so flat on your stomach, or get to that plank position. We'll press away from the floor. We'll lift the hips and we'll walk ourselves back in. If you have that wood floor, you could even try dragging on your feet on the floor to pull them underneath. Stacking to tall.
Port de bras or shoulder moves next. Assemble yourself in that first position with arms down low. And as usual, let's shrug once, but then pull down. Keep those shoulders low, reach those hands forward, and then out to the side, trace with the eyes, and follow a hand back to that first position down low. Then reach out the front. Are those shoulder blades pulling down? Then look at those hands out to the side and trace back to first. Now look down at those hands and reach lateral or to the side, second, first. Are those armpits pulled down? Second, firstly. And then pull those hands back down. And then last time, looking the other direction, lateral reach to second. Armpits pull low. Back to that front. Down. And then shake. Good to go?
Great.
Good. We'll do the same movements from before, but adding in our plie. So let's put that arm out to the front. Let's do a tendu to the front, pull back to first, add our plie, and then stretch. And then out to the side, into first, add that plie, and stretch. And then tendu to the back, pull to first, plie, and stretch. And now dégagé, same thing. Dégagé to the front, pull to first, plie, and stretch. Dégagé, pull, plie, stretch. To the back, and pull, plie, stretch. Last one side, plie, stretch. On this stretch, let's pull up to the ankle. On that flat foot, let's find retire at the knee. The hips are forward, the knee is side. We're tucking under. Balance aids, of course, use those. The pros do too. And then return to that first position. And how are you coming across the floor there, Lauren? Ooh, working on a little glissade in there. Very cool. All right, so same thing. Tendus first, plie, and then dégagé that second round through. Tendu front, first, plie, stretch. Tendu first, the plie, to stretch. Reach out the back with straight legs first, then let those knees bend. And then lastly to the side, first, plie, to stretch. Now dégagé, plie, and stretch, dégagé, plie, and stretch, and back and first, and to the side, last one. Don't forget that plie, stretch. Then continue to pull up that leg. Find that retire balance at the knee. Are you pulling away from the bar? Trust yourself to grow up tall near that bar with the knee side and return to your tall position. Back to Lauren on that floor.
Excellent. Let's do our bow. So that's that telescope extension part leads forward, and then we round out. We'll come back and revisit the regular plank. So with those hands under the shoulders and the legs reaching out, the hips scoop under, connecting. Right hand pulls to right hip. Go. Then left hand pulls to left hip. Go. Now right hand pulls to left hip. And then left hand pulls to right hip. And then railroad tracks, so right to right, left to left. And then crossroads, right to left and left to right. And then push forward and back, tilting the tailbone up. And slowly walking yourself in, and then stacking. Up tall, head last.
Up tall.
Up tall.
Head last. Feel that flow. Use your core. And here we are back to the standing position for the shoulders. Open up to that second position, arms down low. Now this time we'll reach towards overhead. Lauren's mirrors, those palms, you're gonna face your face at the top and then look at them and reach out to the side. Trace the chin to center and repeat. Looking out, then looking up. Those palms face your face, and then out to the side, and then down. Reaching out to the side this time first, so it's a chin tuck. Look at that armpit, shoulder, out to the side. Pull those armpits down, arms towards overhead, and then return. And lastly, chin tuck. Reach out to the side, towards your overhead, those armpits pull down, and then return back to first. And wiggles and shakes, and back to that bar. Développé, enveloppé time, or giving flowers, and then taking those flowers right back. We'll start in our first position. We'll walk through this first one slow, second set a little quicker. We'll pull up knee side, we'll point to the front. Pull back to first, point, knee side, and down. Repeating to the side. Knee side, point, pull, point, knee side, down. Knee side and back. First and back. Knee side and down. Knee side.
Nope, my bad.
And out to the side. First, return to the side. Knee side and down. Let's do that same effort, but add the plie, just like that previous drill. After one repetition to the front, plie. Then the side, plie, and repeat. Ready to go, Lauren?
I think so.
Knee side, front,
Close.
pull, close. Nice words, Lauren. And down, plie, and stretch. Knee side and point, pull and point. Knee side down, plie to stretch. Knee side back, first and back. Knee side down, plie and stretch. From here, we'll pull the knee up. Did we miss an encore? Oh shoot, follow Lauren and then catch up with my retire pose here. From here, can we try that demi-foot balance? Pushing down, balancing tall, growing out energy out of that eyeball. Then return to that first position, back to 2 feet. And thank goodness for training partners to keep us honest. Don't forget the encore. Out to the side on that last one. Let's remember that here. So same thing, we'll go knee side, point, pull, point, knee side down, add the plie.
Okay, that was on round 2.
And stretch.
Oh, we're doing it right away.
Yeah, we know what's going on.
Oh, sorry.
We know what's going on.
Can we take that from the top?
From the top. Knee side, point, pull, point. Knee side down in the plie to stretch. Knee side, point, pull, point. Knee side down, plie and stretch. And knee side to the back. First, back. Knee side down, plie and stretch. Knee side and out, pull and point. Knee side down, plie, stretch, climb. There we go, we got it that time. So find that retire balance, and just like Lauren did, drive down through the balls of feet. Hold that demi-point raise, second or two longer. Woo. And then find that first position, returning feet to the floor. Lauren's turn again. It's that core on the floor. Go for it.
Okay, this time we're gonna go between our down dog-like shape or A-frame and a plank. So let's hinge ourselves this time to the floor. As we walk out here, keep that tailbone long and tilted to the ceiling, and we'll end up in our down dog or A-frame shape first. With that tailbone long, heels pressing towards the floor. Now I want you to pull on your arms and pull yourself into your plank position, scooping the hips under, squeezing the glutes. To go back to that A-frame, push the floor forward, tilting the tailbone to the ceiling, lifting the hips. Take a breath, pull yourself back down into that plank, squeezing and holding for 3, 2, retilt the tailbone up to the ceiling, lifting high. 2 more times, pull to that plank position, hold. 3, 2, press the floor away, long, reaching. And last time, 1 more plank, hold. Shoulders packed, butt squeeze, abs brace, breathe underneath. Then lifting the tailbone up, pushing the heels towards the floor as you walk those hands. We'll bend the knees with a nice long spine and hinge to stand up.
Hipster. One last time for those port de bras shoulders, resting those legs and abs in between. Open up to that second position again, arms down low. This time, reach to the front. Look at the hand to the side as one arm goes overhead, and then return to the front. Look at the other arm as it reaches out to the side second, with the other hand overhead. Now look overhead, returning the same pattern in those arms. That's a tough one. And then return to the front, and then look up as the hand goes out to the side, and then down. Pull those armpits low, looking at the hand out to the side, and return to the front. And look out to the other side, arm overhead, and then down. Now eyes up, looking at that arm towards overhead, and down, and last time up. And then return to the front, and return low, and then octopus arms, and wiggle that on out. Back at the bar, we're working on our tendus, meaning a plie on one leg, and that straight leg reach on the other.
Fondus, I think.
Fondus. Thank you for the correction. Fondus. We're going to
My
melt
French is
into that
on
floor.
point.
So arm to the side, it's a plie on the single leg, and the reach out. Hips extend through. Then out to the side, the single leg plie, press through. And then to the back, beautiful. Arms there, Lauren, and then through. One more time en croix is to the side and up. Now either find the ankle balance or retire at the knee and repeat that same effort. A plie and then stretch. Out to the side and stretch. Find the back of the leg and reach to the back. Knee side, last one. Great. Now hold this position. Let's change our attitude, Lauren, or at least find it as we have the toe point down, the hip forward, and find that nice attitude balance here. Hold, hold, hold. Return the knee to the side and return to that first position. Turn yourself around, perhaps that nice piqué turn, maybe even a lame duck or a little tiptoe duck walk. Same effort on the other side here. The fondue plie, and then stretch. And out to the side, and stretch. Then to the back. Lauren had that amazing hand out front when the leg goes back. And then lastly to the side, and stretch. Now, same idea from the ankle or up at that knee. Plie, reach front, knee side. Plie, reach side, get tall. Reach out the back, straighten the leg as allowed, knee side, and last one to the side. Find the front of that leg. Then we'll find that attitude balance with the toe tip facing down. Squeeze your standing leg bum. Test that balance and find that nice dropped line there. Return the leg to the knee. Return your feet to our first position. Add a little shake. And then right away here, we'll continue with some fast stuff. I'm normally on that side of the room, so maybe my counting's better over here when we do that. 8-8, 4-4, 2-2. Test yourself with or without that bar, and we'll be going on the and.
Dégages.
Dégages. Ready to go, Lauren? 3,
Ready.
2, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, pause, 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 and 2, and 2, and 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, together. Let's stay standing, returning to our bar, slowing it down with our rond de jambe. We'll do it on a straight leg first, followed by our bent leg. Let's go, Lauren. Come on.
All that
Sorry.
turnout makes a
I know.
girl tired.
I know. So we're tenduing to the front. Then opening that hip, reaching the leg to the side. Then turn in, bring through that first position all the way to the front. Then hips forward, leg back. Turn out of that hip to the side. Return to the front and pull back to first. Now, same effort on that plie. So to the front and stretch as it comes around, all the way to the front, and then to the back. Stretch. Return first and climb. Find that knee. Could we find the attitude? And then from here, drive down, on that demi point and hold our nice balance. For 4 seconds, I think that's about 4. So return the leg to the knee and return to our first position. Moonwalk this time, maybe.
We're just taking a break.
Taking a break. Shake it out in between, stay loose, have fun. Let's repeat on the other side with rond de jambe. Leg to the front, turn out of that hip. Then we're turning it in. Maybe not usual ballet terminology there, but turn into the back and then all the way to the front. The leg goes through that first position, reaches to the back, and then turn out of the hip to the side. Return to the front and under. Now our plie happens out front and we whip around and stretch and bring a straight leg all the way through. Then straight leg, followed by our plie bend, whip it around, pull to first. Then climb the leg, maybe your attitude is right down low, or find that nice high retire to attitude position, drive down on the demi points, hold the balance, include those arms as you can, and then return the knee to the side, and then to our first and resets position there. One more time, Lauren, take it away. What you got on the floor? One more time.
One more time.
One more.
Let's finish as we started with a standard plank. We'll fold ourselves, rolling down, hips stay over top of heels, roll yourself forward in between 2 walls. Then, once you're there, let's walk ourselves back out, establish that high tension plank so our hips are tucked under us, the glutes are squeezed, we're pulling on railroad tracks right now. Same hand pulls to same hip even though nothing's moving. Pull and hold. Pull harder and hold harder. Squeeze your butt more. Don't forget to brace your abs. Are you still breathing? For 4, 3, 2. Now press the floor forward, lifting the hips up, walking the hands back, and then stacking yourself up to tall.
To tall. One more quick drill, one more slow drill. Let's return to the bar for the quick one. Arm out to the side. This time, we'll have that dorsiflexed ankle, finding that front ankle nook. We'll strike the floor in a frappe and then pull the knee side. Strike the side, find the back of that standing leg, and then reach to the back. Return. En croix and front. Now 2 to the front.
Whoops.
Strike. Strike. Side, side, back, back, side, side. 3, front, and front, and front. Side, 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 back, 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 and side, side, side. Now it's that petit battement time. We'll climb that leg, climb the leg, climb the leg, climb the leg, find the back of the leg, and then that attitude out the back, strong straight leg in the front, drop out the back, that external rotation, kind of crazy on that hip, and then find the back of the knee, return to our first position, and then shake and wiggle.
It would almost be a little bit of internal rotation.
Grapevine. Ooh, good word. Maybe it was. Maybe I got a little confused there. Internal rotation is probably right. Lauren is almost always right.
A little bit of both.
From here, it's that same idea. Find that ankle nook in the front,
Right.
and frappe front, and frappe side, and back, and side. Now 2, front, side, and side, back, and back, side. Again, 3, front, and front, and front, side, and side, and side, back, 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 and last time to the side for 3. Then we're in, and petit battement time. Climb that leg, climb that leg, climb that leg, find the back of the leg, then open up, breathe, balance, toes pointing down out the back, then return to the knee, find your first position, and add that rest and wiggle. Final move for today is that rib roll, that port de bras rib roll here. For that, I imagine myself in concrete again from my bottom rib down. Stability from that low back, expressing that mobility through the rib cage. So feet in that first position or parallel could be fine too. Arm down front. Tuck a chin. Flex that spine, rolling on the hips, just like Lauren shared with us throughout today's practice. Then roll to the bar. Dip to the back corner. The armpit stays low. The arm may go overhead, but we're driving that action through the ribs, followed by our side bend. and then complete that circle. Back to front, and then establish tall. Moderate chin tuck here, and then that flexion through the spine. Go the other way. Roll away from the bar. The armpit stays low. We lift up and over. Enjoy that side bend of the bar, and then return, circling around to the front, and then back to our tall position. One last time here, same thing other side. The arm can do a lot by itself, but here, drive through the rib cage to manipulate that arm shoulder. First position, chin tuck and flex. Roll to the bar side of the room. Lift up and over that imaginary hurdle and open to that new corner, followed by a side bend. Return to the front and then tall. The chin tuck initiates, the flex next. Reach away from the bar. Armpit stays low. Up and over. Breathe into that and then slowly return to the front and back to tall. Shakes, wiggles, complete. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us here live on Thursday mornings at 8:15, where we train mobility and strength with our influence from the ballet, which we get to go to this weekend. Archive classes on Sunday, new links next week. If you're a member, stay tuned to that link letter for new classes and selections in the archive. And if you're not a member, that's your cue to visit barsandbells.com/membership and subscribe. Support our practice, support your wellness with strength. Thank you very much for joining us here today. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Together, we stay strong, we take care, and look forward to training with you soon. Have a good day. Enjoy the ballet. I know we will.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.